بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
That's how it's going to happen. So at the end of all of this, I just want to share with you how Allah lets us remain successful, or how He keeps us, because sometimes you can lose focus, right? Sometimes for example, you guys joined the MSA. In the beginning, you had these lofty goals, what you're going to do. About a year in, you don't even know what you're doing there anymore. It's just mechanical. When you first started praying, it was a spiritual experience. Now it's just become cardiovascular exercise. You do something for a while and you don't even know why you're doing it anymore. You lose sense of purpose. And when you lose sense of purpose, you need something like a convention. You need something like a get-together and say, okay, let's remind ourselves why we're doing this, right? You need to pick me up. And that pick me up originally is actually the salat. The salat forces the believer to stand in front of Allah and remind himself that one day his success or failure is going to be judged. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ اهْدِنَا الصِّرَاطَ الْمُسْتَقِيمَ. Guide us to the straight path. Guide us, because that day is coming where I don't want to be al-maghdub alayhim, I don't want to be al-dhalleen. I know you're Maliki Yawmiddin. I know I'm heading that way. I know I'm on a path, I'm on a journey. I realize that. And then you recite a portion of the Quran that's supposed to give you purpose. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what prayer is supposed to do. I personally see, and I don't think it's an oversimplification, a revival of prayer. A real revival of prayer in your personal life, and really engaging with the Quran as you should, you're guaranteed success. You're guaranteed success. Prayer itself does not guarantee success. But real prayer, oh man, you are guaranteed success. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ لَمْ يَقُلْ الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُصَلُّونَ. He didn't say in Quran, the true believers have already attained success, the ones who pray. No, he said the true believers have already attained success. Those who, when it comes to their prayers, are incredibly humbled, overwhelmed, overpowered by the message that they themselves are reciting. What they're saying from Allah's words overwhelms them. They're standing in front of Allah talking to Him, reciting His word. And it moves them, it makes them think. It inspires them. And that's what you have to do for your personal selves. Your salat is good, everything will be good. Your salat is no good, it'll show in everything else. It'll show in everything else. Fix your salat. Nobody else will fix it for you. You have to fix it for yourself. That is the seed of success. And by the way, the rest of the ayah, the rest of the passage, I won't explain the passage to you, I'm wrapping up, but I want to show you what this does. I'm arguing that salat, because it connects you to the Quran, gives you a sense of higher purpose, right? That's what I'm arguing. What does Allah say right after that? وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُعْرِضُونَ. They stay away from useless activity. Why would somebody stay away from useless activity? Because they found themselves a sense of what? Purpose. You have a purpose. You have an exam tomorrow. You have a purpose. You have a project you have to finish. Are you going to just sit around? No, you're going to be working. Your friends are going, hey, you want to get some pizza? No, I got an exam. You want to go play some ball? No, bro, I got a project to finish. You won't, because there's a purpose in front of you. Salat gives you purpose, which leaves you not to be able to waste your time. Oh, why am I talking to the youth about wasting time? They don't ever waste time. You guys. Efficiency.com. Right? You guys are the example of efficiency. He says if your prayer is fixed, what's the first thing that's going to happen? You'll find yourself not wasting your time anymore. It's awesome. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِلزَّكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ. Then they're constantly working on cleansing themselves. When you stop wasting your time, you realize what you're doing, some things you're doing are no good, and you have to refine your behavior. So you start working on refining your schedule, and refining your activities, and becoming more and more productive. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِلزَّكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. And they guard their privates, which actually means they guard their shame. Because when you work for Islam and you have a sense of purpose, there's one thing that you cannot undistract yourself from, and that is temptation. That is attraction to the opposite gender. It's impossible for you to undo that. So Allah says they take extra precaution to be decent and moral and mindful and protective of their own dignity when they engage in the work. MSA students, when you engage in MSA work, mind yourself. Don't be too chummy with the brothers. Don't be too friendly with them. Don't do that. You have a higher purpose. You're distracting yourself. This is not right. She is somebody's future wife. You're like, well, what about me? Well, how many are you going to say that about, man? Every 10 minutes, that one could work. No. You also, stop making small talk. Have a sense of purpose. You know, Islam doesn't let you become like this. It doesn't let you have frivolous interactions. Not because in and of themselves they are evil and they lead to evil, that's true, but actually because you have something much more important to do. You don't have time for that. You know, there are schools where boys and girls, there's co-ed schools in America where there's no dating. Non-Muslim schools, there's no dating. You know why? Because the academic standards are so high and they keep them so busy that they don't even have time. They're so stressed with their studies. They don't have time for that stuff. They don't take off for Valentine's Day. They don't do that stuff. You know? The fact that you're engaged in something like that, or you're spending a little too much time looking at pictures on Facebook, or, you know, becoming somebody's friend, or commenting this and that, you know what that means? You just haven't found purpose yet. That's what that means. Forget halal and haram. I'm not even here to talk to you about that. I'm here to talk to you about you're on a mission. You're forgetting you're on a mission. You know, إلا على أزواجهم وما ملكت أيمانهم فإنهم غير ملومين والذين هم لأماناتهم وعهدهم راعون. These are the people that when it comes to they're entrusted with something and the promises they make, they watch over them. They are ethical people in their dealings. What did this whole transformation? They don't waste their time. They're not frivolous with the opposite gender. They keep their promises and they mind their trusts when they're entrusted with something. They really hold on to that. Where did this all begin? What was the thing that started this off? What refreshes them to constantly stay on point? Salat. Salat. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِأَمَانَتِهِمْ وَعَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَوَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. Those are the people that when it comes to their prayers, they guard them. Because the prayers lead to everything else in success. So they go out of their way to make sure I can compromise this meeting, I can compromise that game, I can compromise anything, I will not compromise my prayer. I can't come because I know what it means for my success in life. That's what it means. And then Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْوَارِثُونَ الَّذِينَ يَرِثُونَ الْفِرْدَوْسَ. These are the people that inherit paradise. The highest level of paradise. These are the successful people. These people are successful. There are thousands of dollars paid to seminars that are about success. Self-help seminars, success seminars, entrepreneur seminars, where somebody says, I've made $1 million in 2 months. Let me tell you how you can do it. Pay me $3,000 and come attend my success seminar. What he will tell you there is, I've been selling success seminars and that is my success. You know? But anyway, people go there, pay lots of money to go listen to how they can become a success, and at the end of the day, you know what he's saying? I need you to get up in the morning, and I want you to pay attention. And I want you to focus and not waste your time. And stay on point. I'm talking like that because I live in Texas. Okay? That's how my barber talks, technically. Okay? He'll tell you just this stuff. Mind your time. Don't waste your time. Stay on target. Everything you do has to have a purpose, etc., etc. Allah already told us all of that. And you don't need a seminar. You just need salat to remind you, to refresh you. But if salat is real, if your salat is a joke, then none of this even begins. None of this begins. This process doesn't even begin. These are successful people. You, inshaAllah ta'ala, will be successful people if you make prayer a priority. If with that mindset you read these ayat of Surah Al-Mu'minun. Because these ayat of Surah Al-Mu'minun they really are a blueprint for success.